Canada right now stands in contrast to the United States in the response to pro-Palestinian protests on university campuses. There appears to be no movement yet to clear the growing encampments. There was the scene at the University of Toronto last night. Protesters defying the deadline of 10 p.m. last night from university administrators to pack up and go home. As we reported yesterday at this time, protesters set up tents in the campus common very early on Thursday morning. And video from our CBC News drone team last night shows that, in fact, it hasn't gone away. The encampment has grown. You can see as well in the drone video, there are Toronto police vehicles parked near the encampment. Megan Fitzpatrick is beginning our coverage this hour. She is live once again on the campus of U of T to bring us the very latest in what's happening there early this morning. Megan.
Good morning, Heather. Well, they're just waking up now after a night of camping out here at King's College Circle. And I'm told by some of them that were just coming out of the fence that it was a pretty quiet night here. There's about a couple dozen students who spent the night in tents on this grassy area behind me, behind this fence. About 55 tents, I'm told, and some of those tents had multiple people in them. And they say, yeah, it was a pretty quiet night, no issues with security or anything like that. There was that rally last night with a large crowd here outside the fence rallying. We know Toronto police were on site for that, as well as campus security. I don't see any Toronto police vehicles on site now. There are campus security vehicles parked again around the perimeter of the fence, kind of monitoring what's going on. So the students, the protesters did spend the night here despite that 10 p.m. deadline that had been issued by the university earlier in the day. Just ahead of that deadline, Heather, the university put out a statement, a communication to the protesters, saying that though the protest has been mostly peaceful, it has been disruptive to regular university business. The statement reiterated that they consider this area private property and that the protesters did not have permission to stay there beyond 10 p.m. But they said that they had been in touch with a representative. The university had been in touch with a representative of the group and reiterated that they were requested to leave by 10 p.m. But if they remained peaceful, they didn't intend on removing them from campus last night. Here's a bit more of that statement that was put out by the university. It did say that they had concerns about safety and that those concerns were increasing given that the protest organizers, according to the university, had called on people to join the protest, and also saying that they're concerned that some of those present here may not be U of T students or members of the U of T community. It also said that they had asked on several occasions to identify a U of T student liaison, and that one had not been provided. It told the protesters that they would see a security presence on campus here, and it said that hate speech, threats, and other discriminatory language or behavior do not constitute peaceful protest. So we'll see where this goes today, Heather. I have reached out to the university this morning for a statement on what the plan is going forward, if these protesters will be allowed to continue to stay here. Again, there is a fence around the perimeter of this area that had been set up by the university several days ago. And when these protesters came here yesterday, just over 24 hours ago, around 4 a.m., they simply removed a section of the fence and went in and set up the tents. And they are controlling access now to this area. That's what they were doing all day yesterday. Sort of, they have a checkpoint set up, and they're talking with people and determining whether they will allow entry into that area. And I'm told they did have people there sort of throughout the night sort of guarding the gate. So we'll see where things go today, but for now, all is quiet here on the U of T campus.